everybody. This is Bob Page back in our sports studios here at the Garden, asking the question, what is Mike Milbury thinking about these days? First, the guy suddenly resigns the very prestigious position as head coach of the Boston Bruins to step into not the general manager's job, but an assistant GM position, and then being groomed to be GM, he suddenly bolts the organization to become head coach at Boston College. And now, 2 months after taking that job, Milbury quits, making the announcement today.
I'm obviously confused about this situation. I'm disappointed, yes. But if I've made a mistake or BC has made a mistake, it's much better served that we both part company now rather than find out in October that the relationship is untenable.
Also today, the troubled Hartford Whalers were sold to Detroit-based CompuWare Incorporated, which has agreed to keep the team in Hartford at least for the next 4 years. At the Al Arbor News Conference in Westbury, Long Island yesterday, MSG's Mike Crispino had a chance to ask several prominent people about this Rangers-Vancouver series, where the Rangers have now lost the home ice advantage.
It has half as much bearing on playoff games as it does during the regular season, because at this stage of the game, I would hope that those players are out there ready to go in any building. And I don't think that it really means that much. Certainly when I was playing and when we were playing as a team, we didn't really worry about where we were playing.
I listened to a lot of the sports stations and the TV, and I haven't heard one person mention, the Rangers have lost the home advantage, because I don't think it's a factor, in the playoffs. I think when you're shooting for the ultimate goal, the Stanley Cup, home ice is out the window, and the teams are pretty equal right now. There's no doubt that the Rangers have to raise their level of play another notch to take the second game. This second game is very important for the Rangers.
The Rangers really deserve to win it. Let's face it, Kirk McLean was outstanding. I don't know if they should be sending off any panic buttons quite yet, but Vancouver are big and strong, and they pounded them, and I don't think Vancouver played very well at all last night. Their skating wasn't there, so I think the Rangers might be in for a lot more of a battle than a lot of the New York people think.
And finally, if you want to compare the two from an entertainment standpoint, you can, because one has been entertaining and the other hasn't been very entertaining at all. Until last night's fourth quarter explosion by Indiana's Reggie Miller, had you ever seen 4 worse playoff basketball games than the Knicks and Pacers had offered up? And the Houston-Utah series in the West was an even bigger joke. Meanwhile, the NHL postseason has been nothing short of spectacular so far. Ironic that the NBA games have been seen nationally on NBC, while the NHL has had to be content covered nationally only on ESPN. But at a time when the NBA is now seeing most of its biggest drawing cards leave the league for one reason or another, the NHL seems to be growing by leaps and bounds. And these thrilling postseason playoff games haven't done anything to hurt the league, especially compared to some of the stuff that the National Basketball Association has been serving up. Now we invite you to stay tuned as the Rangers host the Vancouver Canucks Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals next here on Madison Square Garden Network.